Hey friends, happy Wednesday. Welcome to a midweek video, whatever I call these, I don't know. But this week it is, here's some stuff that I've gotten this weekend. Just catching up, talking to you, seeing what's up in your world, share a little bit of what's up in my world. I know I said in my FOMO episode, and I think maybe I either misstated it or it was misunderstood, I wasn't going to post haul pictures anymore on Instagram, which is true. I'm not going to post pictures of my hauls of things that have come in on Facebook or Instagram. But I will still do these where I show you things I've picked up. You may be interested, may not be. More unboxing type videos rather than, hey, look, here's my stuff, even though this is going to kind of be a, hey, look, here's my stuff. Because in a video, I can at least talk about it and share my thoughts on it and whatever, as opposed to just, here's stuff, don't you wish you had stuff, which I don't want to post on social media anymore. I'm going to try to do better about that. But this is a video where I'm just going to show you some things I've picked up, catch up with you. There's a lot going on in the hobby. Depending on how big your view of the hobby is. If you're in the same circles that I am in, we've had a lot of changes with the people that we may watch on YouTube. For instance, Seth, What's Poppin', is no longer putting hunt videos, or is taking a break from putting out hunt videos as of the beginning of the year. So far, wherever we are in February, he has not put anything out. And not a lot of content coming out of MCE at all. I know George is doing his own stuff on Hyperdrive, which I'd encourage you, if you're a Star Wars person, check that out. And I know Seth is trying to get out of a storage unit and sell some stuff and move forward, but he's still collecting. You've got Foxy For Real Cody, who has stopped making YouTube videos about collecting, and I believe is done collecting. I think he's sold most of his stuff, if not all. And then Josh Pence, of course, most of you know or have seen. He did sell all his stuff just in the last few weeks. He and Karina came to visit. You saw that on Life with the Dubs. And when he went home, he kind of made the decision to move on from collecting figures and spend that money in other ways, in ways that matter more to him, which I think is a great decision, and a decision we should all make, right? Whatever limited resources that we all have, I think I just talked about that on Monday's video. We have a limited, finite number of resources, money, time, space. We should choose to use those in a way that matter to us and that do the best for us and keep our priorities right. And so, those are a number of people you've seen do videos or whatever that aren't as active or aren't active at all anymore in the hobby. And so things are different than they once were. And I know a lot of people think, oh, Big Dub's next, or OG Geek's next, or whoever it is going to be next and is no longer going to make content or collect. I can only speak for myself. I don't, we collect as a family, and we still love to collect as a family. And I got a ton of stuff. I mean, it would be such an endeavor to sell everything and not collect it all anymore. And that's not what we want to do. Kaya loves it, Natalie loves it, I love it. I've collected my whole life. But what I am trying to do is get a better handle on what I'm doing, do it with more intentionality. And that's why I've been doing it, is collecting bad series. It's more for me than anybody else, and trying to make sure I'm going the right way with what I want to do. And so trying to buy less, trying to enjoy what I have more, and trying to get rid of clutter and not spend unnecessary money. So the rules are a little different for me this year in collecting. I still have not paid for and acquired a new figure in 2023. For me, specifically for me. I did buy 2 My Hero Academia, what did I get? A Dobby and Toga statue for Kaya for our My Hero display. That was paid for and acquired in 2023. Anything else that's come in was a 2022 pre-order, paid for in 2022 and arrived in 2023. Or something that was a gift that I didn't pay for. So I haven't gone to a store or an online store and purchased something myself. Now, I have tried to buy the Mafex Stealth Jumper Batman, whatever, off deepdiscount.com for $30. They've never canceled that order. It hasn't shipped. I'm skeptical that'll ever happen. But I'm still waiting for my first true figure purchase of the year for me in 2023. And we're into February, so I'm happy about that. But there are things that have come in. So I thought we would talk about that. But I want to catch up, and let you know I'm not going to stop making videos. I stopped making Friday videos. I stopped making hunts. But you're still getting 3 videos a week from me. And right now that'll still be what it is. Definitely committed to Sunday Life with the Dubs every week. And right now the Monday series is going well. So we'll keep that up. But let's look at the stuff that I've got in. And maybe some of it will open. The toy room is in disarray still. It's an eBay storefront right now. I got all my eBay inventory, packing materials, so I can't really access anything to display. And really, we got to get all this out of here and sold before I can get back into this. So I'm not going to open all these. I might open the Joes, but we'll see. First, David actually got me this. I had not seen this pop before, and it is an evil Majin Buu. Like, I think that must be when he absorbs. I'm not sure if that's where he absorbs like Gohan. Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's like evil Majin Buu before he's buff, which I guess is when this guy eats Fat Buu, then he gets buff, if I remember right. But I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Super Saiyan Gohan, Shinron, Super Saiyan Goku, Majin Vegeta, Majin Buu Evil. But David found this for me at like a thrift store. And I like Buu Pops. I have quite a few of Buu Pops. I would like to get them all one day. I don't know how many I'm missing. I don't know if there's a Kid Buu or a Buff Buu. But I got most of at least the Fat Buu Pops. So I like those. I only have one signed by the actor. I'm not going to get all these signed. But these are actually a pop I collect. So thank you to David for that. I appreciate it. Then a Mafex pre-order that came in from Ami Ami. It is Cyborg Superman. I think this figure looks great. This is going to be an early contender, a figure of the year for me probably in 2023. It may have been some folks' figure of the year in 2022. I didn't get mine until the end of January 2023. From Return of Superman, right? Or it just says Superman, but it's, yeah, Return of Superman. I think they're doing is it 5 different Superman figures? Cyborg Superman, Steel, the black-haired Superman, Superboy? Is that right? Is it Superboy? I don't know if they're doing him. But I think there were 5 Superman in that story. This figure looks awesome. Again, I don't open and display Mafex. And I'll give you a closer look before the end of the video. Rufus is going to bark at the dogs of the devil right now. Apologize for that. But Cyborg Superman, I put the Mafex on the shelf and then take them out and play with them, use them for pictures, put them back on the shelf. So they are not displayed, and that's one of the things we talked about with space priority and hoarding and such. Is that a good idea? But that's currently what I'm doing with the Mafex figures. So I am happy about that. That figure looks really good. I haven't even opened it yet to mess with it, but I will soon. I do have 2 new G.I. Joes. I think this puts me completely current at all released G.I. Joes that I'm aware of. And that is the Python Patrol Officer number 56. And that is the... And Natalie just got here. Hi. And then Rufus is excited. You want to talk about Rakondo?
I would love to talk about Rakondo.
Python Patrol Rakondo.
Let's see. Oh, I like his stash.
You want me to grow that mustache?
It's very distinct mustache. No, it looks kind of like heavier on one side than the other.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's intentional or bad paint applications, but maybe.
Well, I didn't know if it was like a mouth gesture, like a smirk.
Oh, maybe he's smirking.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure if that's bad paint applications or if it is. It looks a little heavier on one side than the other.
Very distinct mustache.
I'm not sure if that's sculpted. We may open that, but it's Rakondo, Tiger Force Rakondo, Python Patrol Officer, which I think now that's 1 through 57 have all released, and then 61. So 58, 59, 60, which I think is CoverGirl and Rufus. What are the other 2? Barbecue and Python Patrol, or Crimson Bat. I don't remember, but I haven't seen those out yet. I think 1 or 2 people may have got them early in Europe or somewhere. But finally, it looks like G.I. Joe's getting caught up. These I probably will open on this. Maybe not right now. But we will in this camera. Excited. Rufus is excited. You're excited that Mom's home?
I'm excited about G.I. Joe's, Daddy.
Yeah. You want this?
You want Rakondo?
No, he doesn't want it. That's good. He's a good boy. He doesn't take the toys that he knows are not his. And then I have this big box.
Oh.
Big box.
Big package.
This is from Super7. Pre-order from, I don't know how long ago. Actually, I think these are only like 4 or 5 months ago. They turned these around pretty fast. And these are an item that nobody wanted to pre-order, including me, because they just keep doing repaints of certain things. But then as they've released, everybody's like, oh my goodness, I want that. I really hope that they'll run another order of them because they look, oh, that just fell, didn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And it is the Super 7 TMNT Ultimates, the glow-in-the-dark green glow variant, which I will admit, I almost didn't order them if I wasn't, it's really if I hadn't already paid for 2 of the Super 7 turtle vans, 2 of the turtle vans that are like $600, that, so I have 1 in box and 1 loose. I would have probably stopped being 1 of each by this point. But once you do that, you're kind of pot committed to what you're doing. But, so I almost didn't buy these. I ordered them the last day that the pre-order was open.
Wow.
And you had to order them directly from super7.com, which means you have to pay in full, and I hate that up front. But they are the green glow, mutagen ooze is the way it's referred to. So it's 2 full sets. Raphael, another Raphael, you put that over there. Because these boxes get to go in the mint and package Super 7 display, which just looks like a bunch of cardboard on the side right now because it's stupid. Michelangelo, make sure I have all 8 of them correctly. Donatello, Leonardo, and Leonardo. So let me get cleaned up, situated here, and then we'll get back to it. I'll show you a close-up of this Cyborg Superman before we go any further. I don't know, it's kind of glary. He looks great, but I mean, you can tell from the pictures. It comes with the arm cannon and the blast effects and the different heads. He looks wonderful. And then the Evil Boo, before he's all buff. Thanks again to David for that. So I'm going to show you, you can see that's where the Super 7 figures are. They're not terribly blocked, but they're blocked by this shelf, packing peanuts. You see bubble wrap, all that kind of stuff. So that's in the way. But then over here, I mean, you see how much is blocking this area, and then back here, I mean, everything's blocked, so I can't really get anywhere. I'm sorry if that's going too fast, making you sick. I can maybe get over there to lay down and open G.I. Joe. So I'm going to open 1 of these Super 7 Turtles just out of the package. I'm not going to take it out, but show you the box because the box is super cool. And we may open up the G.I. Joes, but I think that may be it for this. All right, so if you're not familiar with Super 7, you get the shipper box, and you pull out the shipper box, you get the inner box. And so this is what I say. I've got a whole run, except somehow I lost my second expensive blue Baxter. If any of you have New York Comic Con 2020, 2019, glow-in-the-dark blue Baxter Stockman. It's one of the most expensive Super 7 Turtles. Let me know if you have it new in package. I have it. I think it's just, I don't know where it is. Because I know I have 2 of everything. I gave my original one to David because he wanted it and he missed it. And then I picked up another one at some point, like at Battlegrounds with Steve, but I can't find that one. So if you have it, I don't want to pay $200 on eBay. I'm not going to. So if you have it and you're moving on from Super 7 and you want to sell that, let me know. It's the blue glow-in-the-dark box. I have an open one right there, but I can't find my sealed one. It may still be in the attic, but we've gone through everything, so I'd like to find it. Anyway, so I may take all of my in-box ones out and display them differently, but they're wrapped in plastic. Because, you know, in my mind, if I've thought about getting all those Super 7 ones sealed, or the sealed ones graded, because I think they'd be a very impressive display. Now, where the heck would somebody put that? I don't know. They come wrapped in a plastic. Then you get out this. Now, look how cool this is. It's so nice. It's the oozed canister, property of TCRI. It's textured. This is real texture on here that you can feel. It's not just art. So that's a slip cover. And then you reveal the figure. Raphael, the witty voice of the Turtles. Raphael is a hothead and the most opinionated, impulsive, and restless Ninja Turtle. Raphael loves nothing more than to test himself in battle and trains for sheer enjoyment. He's usually the one to leap into action. It's nearly impossible to get him to back down. Now, I haven't looked at this yet. You've been looking at it, I hope. Oh, see, that's very, very cool. So it glows in the dark. Anything that's green glows in the dark, which is most of the figure. I'm not sure if this box glows in the dark, but see, that's a cool way to display an in-box figure. And then if you get them graded, they do it side by side with the slipcover, which I think is pretty cool. I've got, I don't even know how many of these there have been. Something like 30 of these. So it would take up a lot of real estate, but it would be cool. So anyway, I think why I like these a lot, is it reminds me of the storage shell turtles, because they had the colored bands instead of the like black belts and so forth. They had the colored ones that matches their bandana. And I really like the storage shell turtles. Those are the turtles I probably paid for the most. With storage shell Raphael, probably the actual of the turtles themselves, the turtle I played with the most. And these kind of remind me of that, but they look really good with the green glow. I think they look great. I really like them. And I certainly have space for them within this shelf. I just can't get to it right now. So I'm not going to open them all up. But it's a great in-package presentation. A great in-package. And again, I have 2 sets. So I have the mint in-package set that I'll put with the rest of my Super 7 mint in-package. And, I don't know how many of these they ran. So Super 7, if you're not familiar, on Super 7 exclusives at least, they take a pre-order. It's open usually for like a month. You have to pay in full. It's just like the 4 Horsemen of Mythic Legions. You pay in full, and then they make them and you get them a period of time later. In some cases, a couple of years later. In some cases like this, I think it was just 4 or 5 months. And that's because they probably already had all the molding. They just had to inject it differently or whatever the case may be for that. So, I don't like the pay in full. Most of my Super 7, or all of my Super 7 now, I pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store because they don't require a deposit. You can cancel it. You don't have to pay in full up front. Because, will I still want these by the time they come out, newly released ones that may take 2 years? And more than that, will I still want 2 of these? Or will I have decided to just keep my mint in package set, or just keep my loose set, or whatever the case may be? But I think that not a lot of people pre-ordered this from Super 7 Direct. So regular releases, you can get them through Entertainment Earth. You can get them through Big Bad Toy Store. You can even get them for Amazon for a while, but I'm not sure that's going to happen anymore. But these that you have to order direct from them, like the blue glow-in-the-dark Foot Soldier was like that. And I have him. I think they're a lot more limited, and people now, because they look really cool, are wanting them. Please run them again. And Super 7 tends to run them again. They tend to run things again, which I'm fine with. I'm not collecting for value, especially on something like this. But that looks great. I'm glad to have them. I'm glad they've come in. And as soon as we get the eBay stuff cleared up, I'll get a chance to put them in their shelf. And whenever that happens, I'll show it to you. Then with the 2 G.I. Joe, we got the Python Patrol Officer and Rakondo. Let's see. I'll show you a close-up once I finish opening them. We're not going to do all that on camera, though. Let me get these guys open, and I'll bring the camera down and show you. I told the fib Natalie came back, so she can help me open. You wanna open the Rakondo?
Yes.
With the big stash.
It's a big stash.
All right. So there's Rakondo. You can tell him what he comes with. Tiger Force.
So he comes
Throwing
with
these boxes away.
a machete-looking knife.
I think he's from the Outback. Did we get a bio? I think you have to scan these like things. I've never done that with G.I. Joe.
So it comes with this little machete knife.
Yeah, that's like for the Outback.
And his cowboy hat turned up on the one side.
It's like the crocodile hunter hat.
Yeah, rocking it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Working it?
I believe so, yeah.
A backpack of gear. It looks like a little knapsack for when he's camping out in the wilderness.
Looks like all his stuff is probably going to be able to fit on him, too, which is good.
Yeah. A rifle. Oh. And then a pistol.
Rifle and a pistol.
Little pistol there. And a rifle there.
Nice. G.I. Joe is fun to unbox because they have no twisty tabs you got to cut.
Hey, that is really nice.
I like it. Python Patrol Officer. So he looks like he is the Cobra Officer head on the Cobra Infantry's body. It is dark skin. That's cool. And it looks like you could change the heads of the Cobra Officer with like other ones. So you probably swap if you wanted to have different helmets on your different Cobra Officers, Cobra Troopers, if you have a bunch of these. especially if these go on the clearance like the other Python Patrol stuff is. And you know, like, I don't dig the Python Patrol. I just buy them all. I'm a sucker. I'm a completist. But, you know, I have no affinity for Python Patrol stuff, and I think the uniforms are kind of weird. I like the bat, but, you know, the yellow and green stuff, I don't know. I don't get it. He's got like a big gun, a big like single action gun. I don't know what that is. A pistol. He does have a rifle with a color on the stock. I'll show you close-ups and all this. I think we can probably get all their equipment on both of them, so we won't need any baggies, I believe.
Yes.
Depending on how you pose it. And he has a knife, couple clips. I mean, G.I. Joe is great with the accessories. They just are great. You get a lot of stuff. Very rarely do you have alternate hands. They just kind of have generic C-grip trigger hands. Do you have the plastic for this one? Recondo?
Oh, yes.
So, like, I would like to have... Oh, you already have them all the way equipped? Mm-hmm. I would like to have, like, fists every once in a while. I think maybe with Snake Eyes, they included some alternate hands. And every once in a while, they have an alternate head. Like, the Bat has alternate heads. But you get a ton of accessories. And their prices haven't gone as crazy as the Black Series or the Marvel yet, which is appreciated. All right, so he's got a big backpack. Big old backpack.
Yes, he's got cowboy hat, backpack. I got the pistol. Pistol's right there in his holder. I got the machete over here in his side holster, and we've got the rifle in his hand.
What's your favorite part about that guy?
The mustache.
Still the mustache. Have you ever met anyone that had a mustache like that?
Yes, I think we've actually met quite a few, or at least seen quite a few people that have had some interesting
Package.
And very distinct mustaches.
I guess we are in this new era of
the stash.
Of mustache.
And beards.
For whatever reason that has occurred.
Mm-hmm.
The what, quote unquote hipster mustache.
I mean, I guess
era.
you technically have a bit of a mustache.
A little bit, but not. I don't know that there's ever been a time I had just a mustache.
And no other facial hair?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it certainly is possible that I did that.
Maybe it's like a man's version of eyebrows. You know how the ladies are going, you know, crazy with the brows and the lashes and stuff. Maybe that's their way of having like something on their face that they can manicure, kind of. Because you can do things with a mustache that you can't really do with other facial hair, right? You can shape it and like
That's
add
true.
product and like
Make the curly Q
and
the curly Q mustache.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just a way to, I don't know.
Way to whatever.
Yeah, their way.
Hey, I mean, more power to
just
people.
face.
It's not.
You don't want a curly. Like,
I don't think I could grow that. Honestly, I think it would.
Mustache.
Yeah, I think it would be problematic. Oh, that I just keep dropping it.
Package.
It is. Don't you think that goes in there? He's got like a little hole. Yeah, it's got to be for his clip. It doesn't want to stay in there.
Yeah.
It's got to be for his clip. Then he has a big holster for his gun. Yeah, so usually, I would say 3 out of 4 G.I. Joe figures can hold or sheathe or whatever all of their accessories. If you display it a certain way. Now, if you decide I want him to hold the knife and the pistol, well, then there's not going to be anywhere for like the rifle to go.
Right.
Because he doesn't have a knife or a pistol sheath. He has a knife and a pistol one.
Right.
All right, I'm going to just stand up and we're just going to show this thing on camera while it's rolling. Check out the package. So, he is, and you can see Natalie too.
Bring him
Pistol. He's got his clip back there. She has the big backpack. His clip has to go there. Little scope. He's pretty cool. Recondo. Definitely cooler.
Yeah, he's got pistol there.
Oh, across the chest.
Mm-hmm. And then he's got his
Bowie
machete
knife
right
deal.
there. Yeah.
And he's got his
Rifle there. His cowboy
backpack.
hat and his backpack.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that is missing paint application
The mustache.
on over here a little bit, or if it's just a asymmetrical mustache. I don't know. I have another one in box, but I ain't pulling that out right now. Not gonna do it. All right, well, Natalie, what are your final thoughts on the G.I. Joe figures here? What are your thoughts?
I think they look good.
Yeah?
I think they look good. I like how they can hold everything that they come with.
Yeah.
Keeps from the baggies happening.
Do you prefer these or Sailor Moon SH figure arts?
Sailor Moon SH figure.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us for another Wednesday video.
Thank you.
With Natalie and Ricondo and Python Patrol Officer. We'll talk to you on Sunday for Life of the Dubs. What should they do until then?
Oh. Squeeze it.
Ooh.